Flight Scenario by Piper Blanchard. We are flying a Cherokee 180, which is a PA-28 180. I inserted a picture of me and the plane that I fly. With the weight, our useful load is 980 pounds. The cargo, fuel, and passengers, including me, add up to be 853 pounds. Our max gross weight is 2,400 pounds, putting us at 2,163 pounds with full fuel. We can take off and land safely with this weight, along with takeoff distances and landing distances at our airport having adequate length for our weight and performance. Also, we will be putting the husband in the passenger seat in order to keep the CG balanced and a bit forward for more stability. The FAA goes into this when they state, loading in a nose-heavy condition causes the problem in controlling and raising the nose, especially during takeoff and landing. Loading in a tail-heavy condition has a serious effect upon longitudinal stability and reduces the capability to recover from stalls and spins. The aft CG limit is the most rearward position at which the CG can be located for the most critical maneuver or operation. As the CG moves aft, a less stable condition occurs, which decreases the stability of the aircraft to right itself after maneuvering or turbulence. This concludes why, for an overall safer flight, it is best to have the CG more forward. I am fully capable of conducting this flight, other than that it doesn't fully specify if I'm current for passengers. I must go do 3 takeoff and landings to a full stop at night, 1 hour after sunset, in order to fly these passengers at nighttime. Since I have a decent amount of hours flying in IFR, I am confident and current to fly these passengers through these conditions. Though I will not push personal minimums of a 600-foot ceiling and 2 miles visibility in the day, and a 900-foot ceiling with 4 statute miles at night. This buffer difference is due to taking extra precautions for obstacle avoidance with night restricting visibility when in VMC. The FAA states, never adjust personal minimums to a lower value for a specific flight. The time to consider changes is when you are not under pressure to fly, and when you have the time and objectivity to think honestly about your skill, performance, and comfort level. Pre-established numbers can make it a lot easier to make a smart no-go or divert decision. In addition, a written set of personal minimums can also make it easier to explain tough decisions to passengers who are entrusting their lives to your aeronautical skill and judgment. This will help as well in case of passengers questioning why we're diverting. The route chosen is from West Georgia Regional Airport to Memphis International Airport, which is KCTJ to Wetwell, Heffen, Diga, and then to Memphis. This was a suggested route offered on ForeFlight. In a piston aircraft, it was the only one for pistons. My airplane is IFR rated, but it does not have anti-icing or de-icing equipment. Because of this, I will avoid freezing levels, which is along my route. Along my route, the freezing levels are about 13,000. We will be flying at 4,000 because the higher altitudes have stronger winds. With full fuel on board, we will have about 5 hours of fuel, and it will take approximately 2 hours and 49 minutes and use 29.8 gallons of fuel, leaving us with about 18 gallons left, which is about 1 hour and 45 minutes remaining. This gives us plenty of time to divert around potential weather and to our alternate with well over 45 minutes of reserve. Our alternate chosen for this route is KNQA, which is the Milling/Memphis Airport. This alternate is 20 nautical miles away. It will take 9 minutes and use 2 gallons of fuel. The METAR is 2 statute miles visibility and an 800-foot overcast. This is below my personal minimums, and I would plan to divert to my alternate. With external pressures, we are expected to show proper decision-making skills, along with one of my passengers becoming airsick. Due to 2,000 feet being only about a 500-foot buffer from the highest obstacles and terrain along our route, I would not make the decision to descend in hopes of finding smoother air. The things I could offer are the sick bags and the seat pouch, along with opening air vents to bring cool, fresh air into the plane. Regardless of what I am expected to do, I have to make decisions based on what is the safest and not the most convenient. Since the passengers were originally planning to go to Memphis International, the alternate chosen is only about an hour drive from their original planned destination. This could become pressure on me trying to get the passengers to their destination, but I must abide by my own personal minimums to ensure that I do not push myself just because of external factors and not by my own willingness. Here are my references. Thank you.